Hey, how's it going? Today I've got a super fun video idea, another season sim, but as you can see, Joker on the Suns, Shea on the Wizards. We've got new faces in new places. Specifically, the two highest overall players from all 30 teams have been picked up and put on a new team. Now, because I'm me, I can't just make a video simply. I have to make it a little more complicated. Here's what I did. I went on to ChatGPT and asked them to list in reverse order the teams based on over-under win totals. That means betting markets are deciding that the Utah Jazz are probably going to be the worst team in the league. It really does make sense. This obviously isn't the end-all be-all, but they've got the OKC Thunder and Cavs as the top two teams. I think you'd agree that kind of makes sense. Now, after I got my order of teams from ChatGPT, I went through all 30 current day teams and removed their two highest overall players. Now, in some cases, you know, like Shea and J-Dub, that's a pretty freaking good duo. In other cases, like Kobe White and Josh Giddey from the Bulls, it's not such, that doesn't really help as much, but I didn't care. I then took the list of all our duos with their player rating, so Shea a 98, J-Dub a 90, and put them into ChatGPT as well. Then finally, I asked ChatGPT to calculate the combined rating and put them in order. So according to 2K, based on overall ratings, Luka and LeBron is the best duo with a 189 rating, just ahead of Shea and J-Dub with a 188, and so on and so forth. This list was actually a little bit out of order. I had to correct it, but I left everything up to numbers. There's no opinion, no bias, or anything when putting this video together. And I must say, even though I haven't studied the teams yet, the results, well, they're going to be pretty interesting. Let's look at it. I'm going to go in alphabetical order because otherwise I'll be jumping all over the place. Again, Utah and Washington got the first picks. Philly was somewhere in the middle. They end up with Wemby and De'Aaron Fox. I mean, that's an upgrade on Embiid and Maxey. The Bucks lose Giannis, instead get Bam and Tyler Hero, a hometown kid returning to Wisconsin. The Chicago Bulls, a big winner here. They had an early selection. They got Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley. And yes, I'm talking like it's a draft. This basically was a draft of dynamic duos. Maybe that's the title of this video. I'm not really sure, but anyways, the Cleveland Cavaliers, who lost D. Mitch and Mobley, end up with, Michael Porter Jr. and Cam Thomas. I mean, that's not great. The Boston Celtics lose Tatum and Brown. That hurts, but Paulo and Franz Wagner, that's a pretty good young duo they acquired. The LA Clippers get Cade Cunningham and Jalen Duren. They didn't really need another big, but that's solid. The Memphis Grizzlies, Kevin Durant and Amen Thompson. In real life, everybody and their mother on the Grizzlies is getting injured. I don't know if this Rockets duo will help them. The Atlanta Hawks always simulate well this year. They get D-Book and Jalen Green. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make Dyson a 3-man. That'll definitely help them out. They could do some damage. The Miami Heat get Anthony Edwards and Julius Randle. That is nice. They need a point guard, but they should be okay with Ant. Tatum and Brown from the Celtics end up on the Charlotte Hornets. Oh, I would love to see Charlotte do well in just one video. Maybe this is it. Our top ranked duo. I actually laughed when I saw that. Luke and Braun were the best duo. Get ready to learn Book of Mormon, buddies. Yeah, I don't think that's going to go well. A team that I do think is going to succeed after drafting their duo, Steph and Jimmy Butler, to the Sacramento Kings. Obviously, the Kings aren't projected all that well this season. Jimmy and Steph, I mean, that should work. The Knicks get decimated, losing Brunson and Towns. They end up with Scotty Barnes and Brandon Ingram. Like, all four of these players, Anunoby, Barnes, Bridges, Ingram, like, they feel like the same player to me. You know what I mean? The Lakers, well, they're in trouble. They get Dame Lillard and Toumani Camara. The Magic also probably in trouble. LaMelo Ball, Brandon Miller. The Mavericks, they might be getting away with it again. They pick up Giannis. His rating was pretty low because Miles Turner only an 83. Plus, the Mavs aren't projected to do that well this season given their injuries. They really end up with Giannis. The Brooklyn Nets end up with Brunson and Towns. So they pack their bags, hop on a subway, and go across a borough. How does New York City work? I don't know. The Nuggets, terrible. Markkanen, Kessler, no Joker. That's not going to work. The Pacers end up with John Morant, Jaren Jackson Jr. Pretty equivalent to Hallie and Siakam, on paper at least. Speaking of Hallie and Siakam, they end up with the Pelicans. I actually don't mind that. Detroit ends up with Trae Young and Kristaps Porzingis. That could be okay for them. The Raptors welcoming home Kawhi Leonard and Jim Harden. I mean, sure, why not? Let's make Big Jim a shooting guard. Yeah, he's a 90 overall then. The Rockets, they get Kobe White and Josh Giddey. Yeah, that's tough. The Spurs, wow. I didn't even realize. I just put in all these players. The Spurs end up with Embiid and Maxey, while the Sixers got Wemby and, De'Aaron Fox. That's crazy that worked out. The Phoenix Suns end up with Joker and Jamal. Okay, then. The Thunder losing Shea and J-Dub, they get McCollum and Sarr, the lowest overall duo. That makes sense. The Timberwolves end up with Zion Williamson and Trey Murphy. Okay, they could still be competitive. The Portland Trailblazers, this is going to be a great test, man. AD and Kyrie, is it those two that carry the magic and the voodoo, or is it Dallas as an organization? Will we have Giannis win a ring or AD and Kyrie in Portland? We'll find out. I feel like those two teams could be competitive. Sabonis, Levine to Golden State. And last but not least, Shea and J-Dub, probably the best duo, obviously up there with Luka and Bron in terms of overall, but they've got a tough supporting cast. Altogether, I'm excited to watch so much stuff here. The 76ers versus Spurs, flipping their duos. I think Steph and Jimmy Butler with the Kings should be really good. Luka and Bron, can they win some games in Utah? I mean, we're about to find out. And here we go, season sim in the books. Nikola Jokic. Yep, I didn't mind him and Jamal. A decent supporting cast, obviously enough to win, I would guess, around 50 games in the West, and Joker put up great numbers. Rookie of the Year, Cooper Flag, without his two vets. Who did they oh, he's playing next to Giannis. That's right, the Mavs are still winning the title. Hate to say it. DeJounte, yes, pushed to the bench. I can't remember who's there in New Orleans. I know I like the fit. My short-term memory, dude. Victor Wembanyama feasting for the 76ers. 30 points a game, 4 blocks. Wow, Keita wins most improved. That's kind of crazy. His numbers did not look good. Joker, Wemby, Cade, Giannis on the Mavs, Tatum on the Hornets, All-NBA first team. Jamal makes All-NBA second. Dude, I'm sorry, what? 32 points a game? Oh my gosh, I thought he would be playing like 48 minutes. How did he get those numbers? Luka in Utah only averaged 26. What in the world? Okay. All right, Chet Holmgren, the go-to guy on OKC. Yeah, I'm already curious about these results. Okay, before we go to player to standings, Brunson averaging 32 game. That's crazy too. But like that makes more sense. Jalen Brunson's a 92. He always simulates well. What was Jamal Murray doing? My word, 50, 43. Didn't go 50, 40, 90, but pretty close. Him and Joker combining for like 62 points a game. Nutty. Not like I don't see Jamal put up those numbers when you simulate with him on Denver. Sorry, I'm just a bit shook. Cade had a great season. Wemby, Joker, Shea in Washington doing his thing. Dame on the Lakers. They probably won like 15 games, but look at his 31 minutes a game. His per 36 numbers got to be going crazy. Luka's top 15 as well. I don't see Bron here. That's kind of tough. I often find this funny. Yeah, Lillard led the league in scoring per 36. How'd you not give him more minutes there, JJ? It's possible they're tanking. Oh my goodness. See, I make these videos. I always say it too. I always go on this tangent. I make these videos because I want to see different results. The Knicks always win the freaking conference. Scotty and Brandon, what? They lost a 93 overall and a 92 overall, replaced with a couple mid 80s, and they're still the best team in the East. That's actually, I mean, bro, 2K, I got beef. Cat and J-Dub, they got to come through and beat them in the playoffs. Of course, I just said J-Dub. I caught myself. Jalen Brunson is what I meant. Missing the playoffs. Oh, my word. Charlotte, even with Tatum and Brown, they can do nothing. The Bucks without Giannis, terrible. I mean, we saw that coming, didn't we? Over in the West, okay. Joker and Jamal, 64 wins. Wow. Oh, and they traded for Paul George. I did leave trades on. That's the first one I'm noticing. All right, fair enough. Of course, the Mavericks, they're way up there, man. 58 wins. Giannis, always with the mid numbers, even on Dallas, but they are the 2 seed. Minnesota's up there. So unfortunately, we get a lot of teams we often see. I'm trying my best. What? The Lakers, Dame and they got rid of those locker room cancers. They banished Luka and Bron to Utah, where they won 50 games. Sorry, 30. I am all over the place. They won 30 games. Bron didn't even average 20 points a game. And the Lakers made the playoffs. Someone explain to me how that makes sense, because it do not. Wait, speaking of things that don't make sense, the Golden State Warriors with some Sabonis and Zach make the playoffs, where the Kings missed. Oh, I didn't even realize they just flipped duos. Steph and Jimmy on. How did they miss the? Wow. Okay. OKC misses the playoffs. Makes sense. I am shook. I am honestly shook. Wait. Where did Shea and J-Dub end up? They ended up in the East, right? The Washington. Oh, they missed the playoffs. Okay. All right. So many. I don't even know where to start. Joel and Maxi are a play-in team, by the way, with the Spurs. I don't even know where to start. Wemby, yeah, they made the playoffs. Wow, my controller's dying. So is my brain. I don't know how to process this. I think the best way to process it is to just start simulating the playoffs. If we end up with Knicks, if we end up with Knicks Mavericks, I'm actually going to lose my freaking mind. Other than that, we obviously have a lot of chaos. The teams that I thought would be good appear not to be. Wow. Wemby, sorry. Oh my gosh. Embiid and Maxi beat Anthony Davis on the Trailblazers. Oh yeah, Portland. Portland was, they've got the, whatchamacallit, AD Kyrie duo, the Mavs duo. And they're a play-in team. So apparently it's the Mavericks infrastructure. It's Jason Kidd. I think that's why they always simulate so well. We probably knew that already, but this was a good test for it. Speaking of tests, the Houston Rockets. Who needs Kevin Durant when you have Josh Giddey and Kobe White? Oh, and they beat Alvin and Kevin, who were on the Grizzlies. That's pretty funny. Portland, Houston coming up in the West. Let's get to these East playing games where we've got Kawhi on the Raptors. The Cavs, oh yeah, they had Michael Porter Jr. and Cam Thomas. Obviously, the Cavs a super deep team, so it makes sense that they'd still be competitive here. And I accidentally let the Simcast go a little too long. This game's probably over. It's a 6-point game, but I know all you gameplay merchants. What did I just say? Gameplay merchants. Yeah, you want to see action, so here it is. A missed free throw from the Raptors, but they're still up 7. Cam Thomas, MPJ. Does somebody have a quick 3 to hit? MPJ is not on the court. That feels kind of crazy to me. James. All right. Okay. I'm sorry. We'll find some gameplay of this video. This is not it. We're not watching free throws in a game that's already decided. Kawhi and James Harden, a big performance. They're off to the playoffs. And our other East play-in, the Miami Heat versus Detroit Pistons. That's Trae Young and Azar on the Pistons. Oh, that's Ant and Julius Randle. What? I'm kind of surprised to see him in the play-in. Miami's got a pretty good infrastructure. Definitely an upgrade on Adebayo and Hero, with all due respect, of course. And yet here they are getting dusted in the freaking play-in. All right, Trae Young is really good in this game. Ant had 35. Wow, Trae didn't even play great. 19 and 9. I mean, he was solid, I guess. But here we go. Play-in finale. Portland, Houston, AD and Kyrie. You'll have your chance to take down Dallas, potentially, if you win this game and advance to the playoffs. And once again, I'm jumping into a game that might be decided. Kyrie just hit a pair to put his Blazers up 6, but it's not over yet. Houston with Josh Giddey and Kobe White, their stolen duo from the Bulls on the court. I mean, we know Josh Giddey simulates like a freaking beast. If you watch my expansion teams video, then you know that way too much dribbling, Josh. What is 2K? Like, what? Why? What was that possession? Kyrie ends up with the block. I mean, yeah, of course, AD in transition. Well, there you go. Kyrie defense, AD offense. This game's over. It was actually Denny Avdia who led the Blazers in scoring. A great performance, 26 and 12 on 10 of 14. Kyrie, only 12 points. Why is he only playing 25 minutes? 2K's crazy, man. It's like, do I really have to micromanage all 30 teams, set the rotation, make the settings? No, like, just be smart, please. AI on the coaching. Anyways, we've got Cavs, Pistons. Final play-in game. Can the Pistons recover here? Trae Young? Unfortunately, they cannot. It's a little blowout here. Garland and Jared Allen. Yeah, Cam Thomas gave them an efficient 19 points. MPJ, I mean, he took a lot of shots, but did score 17, and they're off. Our playoff bracket is set. I don't even know what the most interesting matchup is here. Can AD and Kyrie beat Joker? I feel like, let me go look. I know I called them out as a team I thought looked good, Joker and Murray. But like, if we're being honest, the duo is great. This is not that deep of a squad. So I think they're probably susceptible as a 1 seed. I know it's a bold call, but let's see if I look like a basketball genius here. Phoenix takes game 1 over Portland. Phoenix takes game 2. Okay, scratch everything I just said. Phoenix is unbeatable. All right, that's what the streets were saying. That's what I said. They sweep in round 1. That was actually the only sweep in round 1, believe it or not. The Knicks end up beating the Cavs in 5 games. Who needs Brunson and Towns? The Clippers beat the... Bro, how are the Lakers a 1 seed with Lillard and Kamara? Crazy. Cade, 42 and 10. Look at those playoff numbers. 35 points, 12 assists per game. Insane. I think we should end up with some good series here. The Mavericks are up 3-1 on the Spurs. Down goes Embiid and Maxey. So our playoff matchups are set. Golden State in 5 games beat the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves had, Zion Williamson. He did have 29 points. Golden State, greater sign without Steph and Jimmy, I guess. I didn't see that coming, obviously. The Chicago Bulls with Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley are up 3-2 on Wemby and the Sixers. It wouldn't be an upset, But Wemby and the Sixers, their team, I would believe, can make a run, but obviously not if they lose this game, for they'll be eliminated. And unfortunately, it's a blowout. See, what I was doing here was trying to get us some gameplay. Didn't happen. De'Aaron 38, 22 for Wemby, and they lose. Okay, what do we got here? Brooklyn? Oh yeah, that's Cat and Jalen Brunson. Not much else. D-Book and Jalen Green must be coming off the bench. The Hawks are a deep team. So Brunson Towns, this would be kind of an uphill battle. Can they at least force a game 7? They are on track to. I keep jumping into free throws. That's really interesting. Jalen Green is on the floor for the Hawks now. Down 2. Can Brunson and Towns, the former Knicks, close this thing out, force a game 7? See, when I looked at that Phoenix Suns team with a really good duo, Joker and Murray, they weren't very deep. That's also what I see with this Nets team, but obviously the Suns having a little more success. Maybe their supporting cast is better. Jalen Johnson into the corner. Jalen Green with confidence. Misses a wide open look. Good board by Claxton. Back in transition go the New Jersey. Nope, the Brooklyn Nets. I got it. Brunson in the corner. I think Karl Anthony Towns. He's out there wearing number 4. That looks wrong. D-Book defending Brunson. Come on, Jalen. You got to make that. Back on the other way. Here goes Devin Booker. Isolation. Good move. Good move. Good step through. And Devin Booker has tied this game, folks. Brunson's going to need a bucket here. He's missed 2 shots since we jumped in the clutch. He bumps Devin Booker. The exact same shot. Shrugs him off. Puts up a floater. And gets it to go. Will Book do the same thing back on this end? Devin Booker, nah, they're running a little set here. Jalen Green might end up being wide open. Nope. D-Book, this is his shot. He's taking a screen from Onyeka. All right, he kills his dribble. Now it's going to be Jalen Green with the shot. Jalen Green has space. Yep, that's sagging off. And Jalen Green hits it. Clutch performer in Atlanta. I see it. Now the Nets, who were in control when we jumped in, they need a bucket. Jalen Brunson has been struggling against this Devin Booker matchup. Struggle no more. That was a really easy hop step bucket. 2 for 1 acquired as well for Brooklyn. We love to see good clock management in this game, don't we, folks? Timeout. Speaking of clock management, why are you taking timeout now? It's all right. We'll let the Hawks cook. They used their final timeout. I'm sure they were just drawing up a surefire, wide open look here. If they get a bucket of any kind, they might win this game. A 3 specifically would put so much pressure back on the Nets. Canadian, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, my king, on the kick. Zachary Sachet, wide open. The penetration driving kick works like a charm. Now the Nets burn their final timeout. What do they have? Will they send this game to overtime? Jalen Brunson loves to operate from the mid-range. He's got a signature. He's got a go-to post shot. Will he bust it out? No, it's a floater, and it's well defended by Book. And that's going to go ahead and be the game, lest we get a miracle. We do not. The Atlanta Hawks, a 3-point win. I mean, I like this Nets team because that duo was sick, but Atlanta definitely the better overall squad. As look at us, off to the second round with some interesting storylines brewing, some lower seeds in the Western Conference. Through the first round, wow, Brunson averaged 38 a game in that round. Jamal Murray in Phoenix is like the reincarnation of Steve Nash when, Steve Nash would go into score-only mode. I mean, yeah, an efficient 35 a game. Here I thought Phoenix was susceptible. That was the exact word I used. And now they look literally indestructible. Oh, they finally lose a game. Dallas, oh my gosh. Dallas is just haunting. They just haunt my nightmares. They literally haunt my dreams, turn them into nightmares. I don't know what I'm saying. In the East, we've got 2-3-2 series. The Mavericks and the Bulls of all teams sweeping. Who's on the Bulls again? Oh, Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley. Bulls fans and Cavs fans, you're like this right now. Yeah, that duo is really good. My prediction that the Suns would be that they would be susceptible. That's the word. I never wrong. I was just early because the Clippers have them on the ropes and they're going to eliminate them right here in 6. Not even a close game. Oh, wait a minute. No, it's not. See, I thought it said 121, but I can't read. Cade Cunningham, 46 in this game. His numbers. Redonkulous. Sorry, I'm like taken aback. Really good game from Joker, but it's over. Cade Cunningham, look at me in the eyes. Bring it in. You need to beat Dallas. If you don't beat Dallas, we're going to be upset. All of us in this room together. On the other side, we've got Knicks, Hawks. Oh my gosh, the Knicks. Atlanta, close this thing out. D-Book, yeah, the speech I just gave to Cade. I don't want to see New York with freaking Scotty and Brandon Ingram. They're all the same player to me. They're all mid-80 overall every year on 2K. Unbelievable. Yeah, there you go. No. Yeah, there you go. Atlanta. I wish this was a close game. I want to jump in for some more gameplay, but we'll have to wait around. Jalen Johnson, 27 points as the Hawks do take down. Yeah, the New York Knicks. So out of our 4 teams remaining, there's only one that I'm like, please don't show. It's the Mavs. I don't want to see the Mavs. Yeah, I know the freaking Clippers, they often simulate well, but just don't show me the Mavericks. Cade's averaging 35.5, 6.9, and 10.7. Those numbers look fake. Will they continue? Let's just take a look here. Refresh my memory. The Bulls with D. Mitch and Evan Mobley. The Hawks with D. Book and Jalen Green. Man, the Hawks, they are super deep. Yeah, no wonder they always simulate well this year. How will their season go in real life? I don't know. I think they're middle of the pack in terms of projected win totals. Cade Cunningham and the Clippers. Yeah, I mean, I know they have Giannis. Giannis isn't even simulating great. So come on, Clippers, you can do this. I'm openly letting my bias show against the Mavericks, and they win game 1 and they win game 2. Insane. It's all Jason Kidd. It's all Jason Kidd. And I don't know, the Mavericks, like playbooks, do playbooks have an impact? I've been playing a lot of Madden recently. I know playbooks on that game, stupidly overpowered. Like they control everything. Is that the same on 2K? I take their 2 best players from them. I know I gave them Giannis. Maybe I should have cheated and not given them Giannis. But we'll look at the numbers after too. Unless I'm wrong and he's turned a page. It's not like Giannis is averaging 40 a game. He's like 25 points a game. Man. I don't know. Every video ends the same way here on my channel. I mean, they're always fun, but they just end with me crying about the Dallas Mavericks. Luke Kennard inside against Matas gets fouled. That was a bad foul. Why would you? Yeah, you bailed him out. The Bulls a chance to really put a staple in this game. Why is Luke Kennard? What in the world? We just had a whistle. Is Luke Kennard playing the 4? He was matched up on Evan Mobley, which unsurprisingly did not work. Devin Booker back for the Hawks, who are seeing their playoff chances. Their playoff lights flicker. Good bucket, though. The lights were not too bright for Book. Just over a minute left. The Hawks need a stop and a score, trying to prolong this series. The Bulls are going to go right back to Evan Mobley in the post, again with the mismatch. Mobley going to work. Throws it inside to Vooch. That was risky. Donovan Mitchell not getting a touch. That's Jones wide open. Look for 3. I guess that's a good player to leave open there, Atlanta. Is that Trey Jones? I always get mixed up. Which Jones is where? Oh, a risky pass inside. Book comes up with it. Kicks it out. Dyson Daniels wide open. Speaking of players you can leave wide open, both teams getting lucky with their opposition missing a great look. Donovan Mitchell finds Evan Mobley for what is probably the dagger. Yep, a great duo added to the Chicago Bulls. A quick bucket back for the Hawks, but we're probably in free throws territory here. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Look at the Bulls. Look at Trey. I gotta figure this out. Is that Trey Jones? My man, ballin'. Yeah, it is Trey Jones. 14 points. He didn't need to go up for that layup, but he did. He finished it. Now, if the Hawks don't get a bucket, it's really game over. Either way, we're going to be into fouls and free throws and timeouts territory. Chicago, well done. A nice story. Chicago definitely near the bottom of the projected over-under win totals. Their team, not very good on paper, but they get one of the best duos in the league. Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, and they find... Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, let me finish my thought. Yeah, okay. And they find themselves in the NBA Finals. We can all celebrate that. Yes, I was just... I can't not see it, bruh. I can't not see it. Giannis... Okay, it's like 2 different things that always make me mad. Giannis not simulating well in this game, but, you know, he goes to Dallas and they win, which also always bothers me. And he's still not simulating well. I don't get it. I mean, this team has so much balance. They add another center, which they did not need. Klay Thompson turning the clock back, I guess. D'Lo playing the best basketball of his life. I guess to be fair, 19 points a game. Giannis, he's shooting an amazing percent, like 66% in the second round. I don't know. I really don't know. I always do this because it always makes me mad after I see a team win or lose. But let's look at the teams. The Bulls, yeesh. Okay, after Mitchell and Mobley, it really isn't the greatest squad. Vooch and Bucelis. Okay. The Mavericks, meanwhile, yeah, they are deeper. I mean, the duo as a unit is better on the Bulls. Of course, they've got a 93 and a 90, but Giannis is Giannis, even if he doesn't simulate like it. And the Mavericks are deeper. Yeah, it's over. Unfortunately, I've convinced myself the Mavericks are winning the title in yet another video. Unless this reverse jinx works, it does not. 2-0 series back to Chicago. If they don't win this game, we know it's over. It might be over already, but let's see if they can prolong it. They cannot. They get blown out. Well, okay, it's a 13-point game. Let me chill. Mitchell and Mobley doing their thing. Giannis, I don't know. I think he's actually playing better in the playoffs. Or in the finals. 19 points a game from Giannis Antetokounmpo is insane work considering the team he's on. is just dominating the play. They swept and they don't even need Giannis. I don't know what to say. I don't know. Maybe next video is just, I'm just going to take every player from the Mavericks and we'll freaking see what happens. Again, I know it's disappointing, not as much gameplay as you might like to see. We got a couple games in here, but when these finishes aren't close, it's like, what are we watching for? I will say, if you're still watching this video and you're about to yell at me for not enough gameplay, I posted a video on my main channel today, my main channel where I do a bunch more editing and flashy, you know, that video actually had a ton of gameplay in it. Some insane finishes in the clutch, just some real chaos, classic 2K format. Go check that out if you want. The link might be down below. If not, I mean, J Canada, just look it up. It's fine. Evan Mobley for the dunk. There's some good gameplay, but there we go. Win, lose, or draw, whatever video idea come up with, the Mavericks, they're gonna Maverick. And you know what? Fair enough. They end up, when I saw that Giannis, I had to put on the Mavericks, I face palmed. I was like, dude, this is not like, what do you want from me? The problem specifically with setting up a video like this, I use strictly numbers, but the Mavericks are not projected to be great this year in real life. If I would have arranged the teams based on how I know they simulate in 2K, yeah, I would have given the Mavericks a trash duo, but whatever. Maybe I should have done that. I should have just given them Kobe White and Josh Giddey. You know what? They probably still would have won the title. So yeah, anyways, here we are. On the bright side, I will say Giannis did average 27 points a game. I mean, the man is a walking 31 points a game in his career. 2K, I don't know if you've noticed recently, but whatever. At least his numbers looked a bit better in the finals. Oh my goodness, this is a joke. All right, just because I said it a few seconds ago, look what I did. I put Kobe White and Josh Giddey on the Mavs. Giannis, I just switched them with the Rockets. The Mavericks are a 1 seed. Bro, I hope some of you are still watching this video. They won 66 games. I'm okay. All right. I mean, I'm speechless. Houston gets eliminated. So Giannis, they won less games with Giannis. I literally don't know what to say. I mean, it's really dejecting. I shouldn't have done this because it's like, what's the point of making these videos? Like, literally, what's the point? That's insane. That at least show me that they choke in the playoffs. At least let me have, nope, they win in the first round. I mean, they get second round. They won 66 games. Oh, this game. It's so funny. It's so fun. Don't worry. I'm still here. I'm still sane. Yeah, go check out my main channel if you want a video with a ton of gameplay in it, and subscribe if you're new.